How I made 3.5K in 5 minutes trading US30 New York session open. Now, the one thing that I didn't do in the last video, before I kick this off, I just want to show you guys that I didn't do this in the last video. Receipts, right? Because, okay, cool, right? You made $1,000 in 5 minutes and whatever, right? But these are the actual tickets. These are live accounts. These are FTMO accounts, right? These are all the accounts that I am working right now, and these are all live accounts. As you can see, the open time is August 27th, 2024. And you can see today on the charts, you can see at the bottom, it's August 27th, 2024. So these are all the positions that I took across all my accounts. This is the copy trader here. I use Traders Connect, and it can show me all the entries that were taken for the day. And these are all of them, US30, buy across all of these. You can see the open time here was 13:42, and the close time was 13:47:19. So that's about 5 minutes. 5 minutes that I was in this trade today. And I made, you can see that the P&L, net P&L for the day is about 3.5K. Now on to the charts. As I said before, I get onto the charts at around 9:30, or excuse me, 9 o'clock in the morning sharp. So I get on the charts at 9 o'clock in the morning sharp. And again, I don't have the replay on this version of TradingView. On this account, I don't have the TradingView replay bar. But this is simple enough for a majority of people to understand the way that I'm getting in these entries. So it looks like price is coming down, right? Price is coming down for a while. I can say, okay, I'm looking for something at 9 a.m. here. I was a little bit upset because I seen price come down to this little peak here, and I seen price break. Now this was a little mini sell. I don't get into trades before 9:30. 9:30, once 9:30 happens, that's when the trades are being allowed to take. I'm allowed to take these trades. So I don't really see too much structure in the markets today. I just kind of see a trend with not much market structure for me to go off of. About 9:17, I can say, okay, you know, this may be some type of structure, forming some kind of structure. I don't believe that I can take a trade yet. In my mind, I probably might not take a trade today. But I do see something forming to the upside here as price is continuing back to the upside, at least from what I can see at 7:19, 7:18, 19, right? Price is making this trend, and I'm looking to take a buy on this break to the upside here for 50 pips, which it did, right? But this isn't the entry that I took. Okay, now at 9:29, price just shot up through this this resistance bar here and did not come back to give me an entry. Okay, usually what happens is at 9:29, price will react or break through a resistance of some kind in some way. Now I was able to measure this buy here for a buy entry, and I was correct on my bias because price just came all the way down. It looks like it's reversing back on the uptrend. It's creating some type of structures here, structure zones here. Like I said, this little price drop here, somewhere around here, price is looking to break back to the upside. And I know that because price is making a trend, right? It's not even 9:30 yet, right? It's 9:25, 9:26 or whatever. And price is making a trend back to the upside. So I can say, okay, I know that this point of resistance here was tapped multiple times. Boom, boom, struggled to get through, came back, tried to tap it again. So I know when 9:30 pops off, it's already buy momentum. So if this thing breaks through here, then I'm going to get a buy to the upside. But price didn't give me the kind of entry that I wanted initially, so I wasn't able to take this buy. It did end up going 50 pips, but I wasn't able to take it because price pushed off too fast and didn't come back and give me a re-entry. Now, price did come up to a peak and come back, but I didn't take the buy on the re-entry to the upside because there is no structure. Like, the structure is kind of, there's volume in the market for sure, but there's not too much structure today. So I was a little bit wary of getting in on a re-entry back here after the move already pushed off. When your move is completed, right, price goes up, boom, because usually price will go like 15 pips, 10, 15 pips into profit at 929, 930, and it'll come up like 10, 15 pips into profit, and then it'll come back down to your break even, tap break even, and then push all the way the rest of the way, all 50 pips, 100 pips, 100, 200 pips, or whatever. When you see price come up and just hit your move off rip and then make a giant wick like this, do not get in on the pullback, because there's so much volatility in the market right now that it's going to wick you out. It's going to try and wick you out just the same way it did this right here. Because if I would have got in as price came back to the break-even point and I would have got in, I would have got wicked out. My stop loss is at 25 pips, right? So I said, okay, I have to wait. I got to be patient, right? Today, I said that today. Before coming into the market, there's no structure. I might have to be a patient day today. I might have to be a patient trader, or I'm probably just not going to take a trade at all, right? So price came down, was doing this little thing. I seen, a couple of high entry points up here, right? Okay, cool. Same thing. Price came, tap, is making resistance as it falls beneath. It's making support, resistance, right? I'm like, okay, I can take another buy once it breaks through here, right? But price broke through here so ugly that I didn't even take this buy, right? I didn't take the buy. In my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I would feel safer if I take buys up here, because I know you can tell, like, let's say, for example, right? Market is good today when, let me just give you a slight example and I'll finish up today. So I don't want to make today super hard, but I want to make today like valuable for you guys to understand why I didn't take these trades, how I'm able to dodge out on these bad trades, these bad entries, and still make money, right? So let's say, for example, we're going to turn this one here pink or blue, right? We turn this one here blue, right? So I already can see, right, ignoring these ones, I can see that price is already tapping the same zone here, boom. And once price breaks through the way that I wanted to, right, we can take buys like this. This is great market structure, meaning that price is coming down to about the same point, right? Price is coming down to about the same spot and is peaking at the same spot. Price is coming down to the same spots and is peaking at the same spots. Price is coming down to the same spots and peaking there until what? Until, okay, this is not 930, right? But you can see, okay, price breaks this level. Once it breaks this level, we can safely take buys here, right? And we have a 25 pip stop, so we're nowhere near close to our stop loss. Okay, we could take a 25 pip stop loss. This is good market structure. Market is coming up to a certain price point, it's coming down to a certain price point, it's coming up to a certain price point and coming down, right? We can this would be accurate, right, in terms of support and resistance, right? Coming back up, coming back down, coming back up. As soon as this thing breaks, you're good to take a buy for 1,800 pips, right? Now, today, as I said before, get rid of all this. We come back to today, right? There's no real structure in the market. It's just a trend. We're just trending. So when price comes back up and starts making these little wicks here, there's not too much for me to go off of, right? So what I ended up doing for today was I got rid of these two, and I said, okay, price peaked all the way up here. This is where price peaked. Also, I can start to look for buys above here, like above this resistance here, or maybe above this resistance here, which is really like we want to get these lows like down here, more than likely, because price broke over here and price broke up here. So this is where I'm looking to take my buys. I say, okay, there are no sells. Price looks pretty garbage in regards to sells today. So I'm only looking for buys. If price does break up here the way that it needs to, then I will take buys to the upside. And what do you know? Price broke to the upside at 940, or 942, didn't happen immediately, right? It broke at 942, and I was able to catch a buy to the upside and make 3.5K today for 50 pips. It was about 50 pips, but I closed out at about 38 pips today, just because, again, price really wasn't trying to give me the whole 50. I barely got 50 myself. I think I got in a little bit later up here. Got in a little bit later, like up here. So it didn't really give me 50. It gave me like 45. It gave me like 42 pips, right? I closed out at about 38 pips or so. So I did make some money today. There were plenty of other moves that happened today. We can get in for some more of these moves to the upside. Price will break back to the downside. There's resistance flowing here still. We can still take these resistances here. Take buys back to the upside. Using these same resistances that price came back to. Price fell all the way back. Take buys back to the upside. That's another 70, 80 pips to the upside, right? Price is coming back down again. Start to take buys anywhere in between here. And you're good. Sells are highly unlikely today just because the trend is to the upside. Also, there's no clear breaks to the downside that would be valuable enough for me to catch enough pips. Say, for example, price comes all the way down here and breaks down here. There's not, well, you could still catch probably like 50 pips to the downside, but the momentum's to the upside. You want to be on the upside. Now, if price breaks through this resistance and through this current trend line, then we can start to take sells back to the downside, right? Price will break through here. Then we can take these long sells back to the downside, which is what it's about to do.